Hello, welcome. My name is Jay, and in this video we're going to be unwrapping this, which hopefully contains a Barlow lens. But you really must stick around because this one comes with a bit of a warning. Right, let's unwrap this thing. Now, I've only heard good things about this Barlow lens on the internet and various forums and such like. It seems to meet all the right specs. Once I get into it, without cutting my finger off. Okay, let's have a look. Well, straight away, that's unusual. I like that. 10 points for a printed box with a bit of a picture on. It's quite unusual that you get that actually on astronomy stuff. Right, is there a bit more? Yeah, a bit more sellotape here. Let's get that off. What have we got inside? Dun, dun, dun. We got a bag and a very shiny looking Barlow lens. Like I say, I have seen pictures of this. I did know it looked very, very bling. Let's have a look. Let's take it out. Alright. One Barlow lens. Like I say, this is by Celestron. And many reasons why I purchased this, and I recommend that if you're purchasing a new Barlow lens, to go for the specs that are on this. Now, what are they? Well, this has a little feature that not all Barlows have. It ain't unique, this, by any means. There is Barlows with this on. And if you notice here, the lens cell actually unscrews. Okay? Now, if I'm just going to take that all the way out. Now, one of the obvious things you can do with that is it's easier to clean, obviously. You can get to both sides of the lens, but only clean lenses if you really, really have to, okay? Otherwise, usually a little dust blower is quite a thing. Of course, which is the best thing, and why, again, I bought this, is if we introduce an eyepiece, we'll use this one. Featured these quite a lot on my channel just to late, so why not again? What you can do with these, you'll notice that you've got a thread on the inside of most eyepieces, and that's for filters. But you can also put things like Barlows or focal reducers, whatever you want to call them, into that thread. Now, this is a 2x Barlow, okay? But in this configuration, if I just had this and put this directly into the eyepiece now, I've actually got a 1.5 Barlow. So straight away, you know, you're doubling your eyepiece collection, or you could even say you're tripling it, because you've obviously got your eyepiece in just straight into the focuser, your eyepiece with this in, giving you 1.5, and then if you put it all back together again, you've got your straightforward 2x magnification in that configuration. So buying a Barlow lens with this detachable lens is so advisable because they're incredibly versatile. Like I say, not only are you getting 2 Barlows, but you're getting more out of your eyepieces as well. Okay, let's put it back together and talk a little bit more about some of its features. Now, like I say, this is a 2x Barlow. Simply means it magnifies it twice, okay? And there is a little bit of misinformation about what a Barlow actually does. We've talked about putting your eyepiece in, and there's a lot of say that it's doubling your eyepiece and making your eyepiece, you know, twice as strong, if you like. And that's not strictly true. What's actually happening is it doubles your telescope's focal length, okay? For instance, if I put this in my telescope, mine's a 900, I get an 1800 focal length. And increasing focal length will increase magnification and also bring the image size up a little bit. Okay, so it's not suddenly magically turning any given eyepiece into another eyepiece. It's actually just making the focal length of the telescope bigger, or longer, should I say. Okay, so we've already mentioned it's nicely blackened. A little bit more on the optics. Now this is a 2-element optic configuration in this particular Barlow, and that is important. If you go on to some cheaper Barlows, such as this one, this is something that you may find given with your telescope or whatever, and these, to be honest, they're not much good really. They generally only have one element in them, and they're not coated usually, even though this one states fully multi-coated. Well, if this is fully multi-coated, then my name is Tom Cruise, because I see nothing. You know, now if there is clear coatings, let me know in the comments below, but I've never heard of really clear coatings. I can't see anything on that, compared to if you straight away when you look on this one, if the camera's picking up, you can see that green hue. Okay, yeah, so enough about cheap Barlows for now. So this has got double element, and make sure that it's got at least 2 elements in any Barlow that you buy. Well, we've talked about plenty of good points. Surely there must be some bad points. I mean, you really would have to be scraping the barrel and being very critical, because there isn't really any bad points for a Barlow of this price range, which we will come to in a minute. The obvious one is got a thumb screw. Okay, some of the better quality Barlows have what's called a compression ring. The only downside of a thumb screw, it tends to push your eyepiece over to one side. But looking at this, I mean, there is so little play in the eyepiece that it is so minimal. I'm certainly not going to worry about it. People say that these thumb screws can sometimes damage your eyepiece. What I've found is if you just take a little bit of glass paper, sandpaper, whatever, and just rub this screw just to take off a little bit of the rough edges of it, and make it like sort of shiny, and then polish it up. That's one option you can do with these, just to make sure it's not going to scratch your eyepiece. The other obvious thing that's missing on this is there's no way of attaching it directly to a camera. There's no T-ring or T-thread on there, but you can buy adapters to fit into there if need be, so that's not really a problem. Like I say, I am just scraping the barrel here, and for a Barlow of this price range, you don't really expect for it to have a T-thread and a compression ring. So this thing ticks all the boxes. So what's with the dramatic thumbnail? What's that all about? Well, I think you might need to, certainly make sure you sat down for this one. Right, here I am on eBay. Okay, now here we have the Barlow of choice. Celestron Omni 2 times eyepiece Barlow, they put it in this description, and you can see here it's £23.64, free postage. That's reasonable, that's great. But just look at this. If we scroll up a little bit, same Barlow, look how these prices go up. We've now got £58.65 plus £13.54 postage. Okay, now that's only from Italy, and I'm in the UK. Okay, mine come from the China, free postage for £21 total. In fact, the very Barlow's at the top of this page. Now look at this. This is the one. Whoa, we're going up to £64 now. All right, now it gets worse than this. Believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, drum roll please. A priceless sum of £99.95. Oh, and look how kind they are. They're doing it free postage. Now, I don't know why I'm laughing, because that, folks, is criminal. Are they getting away with selling a £30 Barlow lens for £100 is beyond me. So please be careful when purchasing this Barlow. Now I know all prices vary for various things, but I've never seen such a price difference with this product. And if we just go right up here, there you go, there's mine that I bought for £21.99, free postage directly from China. I know, right? £100? Don't get me wrong, this is a nice looking Barlow lens, and it has, well, we're going to find out if it's got good optics and all that. I mean, but £100? No. Please, people, do not, you know, if you're going to buy a Barlow lens, go to a reputable telescope supplier. That's the best advice I can give you there. You can get bargains on giants like Amazon and eBay, but that's what they are. They're giants, okay? And they like to charge giant prices, and the only thing they're interested in is your money, okay? If you were to buy this from a telescope shop, a proper that tells astronomical equipment, anything wrong with it, they will get back to you in an instant, okay? People on these small businesses, they fall head over heels to help you, okay? Giants like eBay and Amazon, well, you know, it could take months before you hear anything back if you've got any problem with any item. So please be very, very careful on where you buy this. It is great, it is a lovely looking eyepiece, but it's not £100 worth. Well, I suppose there's only one thing left to do, and let's give this thing a test. Get outside, put it in the scope. Oh, let's see if we can get £100 views, eh? That'll be a novelty. Like I say, we're going to test it with this one, a cheaper Barlow, and we'll see what sort of views we can get. So I'll see you out there. What? We're not outside? Tell me about it. It's done nothing but rain for about 4 days. It's been about 4 days since I last did that piece to camera, and I've just not had the chance to get out there. Well, I tell a lie, I got about 10 minutes the other night and quickly got a couple of shots of Saturn and Jupiter, but unfortunately I couldn't get a comparison between the Celestron and a cheap Barlow lens. But I can assure you the optics are fantastic for the price. You can't go wrong. For the first time with this little 130, I got to see the Cassini Division. Now I don't know whether that were down to the Barlow or just good Cassini conditions, but I actually saw the Cassini Division, which I was very pleased about. So yeah, I'll include a few pictures at the end of the video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Take care, everybody.